welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping right into the competition for the U.S. Marine Corps' next Advanced Reconnaissance Vehicle, the ARV.
Yep, and specifically, we're zooming in on one contender.
That's right. Textron's entry. It's nicknamed the Cottonmouth, and it was just recently shown off at Modern Day Marine. So our mission today, really dig into what this Cottonmouth platform is bringing to the table for the Marines.
Exactly. And our main way in is actually a Defense News video covering the Cottonmouth at that event.
Okay, a video.
Yeah, and the format itself, the video format, is kind of interesting, you know?
How so? What does that tell you?
Well, it suggests Textron really believes seeing the Cottonmouth in action is crucial. Its movement, maybe its tech working together, that's what they want to showcase visually.
Right, not just a static display. They want you to see it perform.
Pretty much. Key selling points they probably think come across best on screen.
Okay, but this Cottonmouth, it's not the only option out there, right? This isn't happening in a vacuum.
Oh, definitely not. Defense News has other videos, too. There's one looking at General Dynamics Land Systems package for the ARV.
So we're seeing multiple contenders getting visual spotlights. What does that tell us about the competition itself? Is it just, who makes the coolest video?
Well, maybe a little bit of that, but it's more about how they present it. The visuals let us kind of compare what each company thinks is most important.
Okay.
So, one video might really push speed, agility. Another might focus heavily on the sensors or the crew stations inside.
And the Cottonmouth video, what do you think they're emphasizing?
Based on the recon mission, I'd guess they're likely hitting hard on maneuverability, maybe how it handles tricky terrain, and probably showing off how smoothly their tech package works together.
Makes sense. And it's not just these dedicated ARV platforms either, is it? I noticed Defense News also has stuff on, like, autonomous trucks.
Yeah, the Oshkosh ROG fires.
And those Polaris off-road vehicles, new variants.
Yeah.
Even that center drive concept, it feels like a lot is happening with Marine ground vehicles generally.
It absolutely is. And that's fascinating, isn't it? It shows the Marines aren't just looking at one type of solution, they're thinking broadly.
So autonomous logistics, versatile smaller vehicles. How does a dedicated recon vehicle like Cottonmouth fit into that bigger modernization picture?
Well, it suggests a layered approach. You've got the need for logistics covered maybe by things like ROG fires. You need utility covered by things like Polaris.
Right.
And then you have the specialized roles. The Cottonmouth fits into that dedicated intel gathering, scouting niche within this bigger fleet transformation.
Okay, so it has its specific job within a wider strategy.
Exactly. And seeing all these different concepts showcased around the same time, like at Modern Day Marine, it really underlines the diverse requirements the Marines are juggling right now.
It's a complex picture.
Yeah.
And the Defense News site itself, it covers everything: air, naval, unmanned systems. Does looking at that wider defense world give us any clues about what the Marines might prioritize in the Cottonmouth?
Oh, absolutely. You can't look at these things in isolation anymore. Advancements in, say, drones, unmanned aerial vehicles directly impact what you need from a ground recon vehicle.
How so? Like what sensors it needs?
Yeah, sensors, communication gear, how does it network with those aerial assets? How does it operate in an environment where threats might come from anywhere? The whole defense landscape shapes the requirements.
And you mentioned the latest videos trending now sections on the site.
Yeah.
Does that give us a hint too?
It gives you a feel for the current pulse, yeah. What technologies are getting buzz, what threats people are focused on. It all provides context for why a vehicle like Cottonmouth is being developed now and what challenges it's meant to meet.
Okay, so let's bring it back to the Cottonmouth specifically.
Right.
Based on the Modern Day Marine reveal, the video focus, what do you think Textron is really trying to hammer home to the Marines? What's their main argument?
I'd get heavily on agility and adaptability, showing it moving effectively, handling different conditions, and demonstrating that the tech inside the sensors, the comms, isn't just bolted on, but truly integrated and effective for that recon mission.
Making that visual case.
Exactly. It's their chance to say, look, this platform can do the job, and here's the proof, making it stand out from the competition.
Right. So wrapping this part up, Textron's Cottonmouth, it's definitely a serious player for the Marines ARV. It made its appearance at Modern Day Marine. We see the video focus suggesting performance is key.
And it sits alongside other interesting vehicle concepts, highlighting this big push for modernization.
Which brings us to a final thought for you, the listener. Considering this whole range of new vehicle tech the Marines are exploring, from these advanced recon platforms to autonomous systems, what capabilities do you think will be the most critical?
Yeah, what are the absolute non-negotiables going to be for the Marines' future reconnaissance missions when they make